I was born and raised in San Francisco, and um, it's just such a incredible place to grow up, and I think really shapes my worldview, the way I show up in the world, like my commitment to kind of intersectional um, world building and change work, and I think that it's in the air in San Francisco's history. This picture of the Alameda, the personal importance it has to me. So I lived in Bernal Heights for the first chunk of my childhood, and when my mom was probably before she was pregnant with me, but I know she started going to the farmers market when she was pregnant with me, and she still goes every Saturday um, to the day. She knows all of the farmers and has personal relationships with them, and um, yeah, I think it informed and shaped my commitment to place-based and community-rooted practices, the true value of hyper local, locally specific ways of working. Um, and even that being expressed in some of the way I think about my design work or approach to institution, thinking about design, org design, and doing work in organizational settings where you're not bringing a one size fits all approach,
Hmm.
but you're really committed to well, what can only uniquely happen here and
Mm.
in this place. I have a photo practice and have been doing a lot of my entry point into photography was just a fascination with my family's archive, and
Mm.
um I think what I love about photography as a medium is its relationship to time,
Mm.
um both in the material sense,
Mm.
like film. I love shooting film,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
think has its own material relationship to time, and then from the shutter speed to how long you expose the film for to um all those
Mm.
things, but then also in a more symbolic sense and metaphorical sense, time. Yeah, photographs are a portal to past memory, and they're also a portal to future memory. It's a commemorative act. This is a photo of my family, my dad and his siblings in the Western edition in the 70s. Yeah, in their own sort of moment of commemorating their place in a city, and in a city that yeah they can no longer afford to live in, but they this radical act of them uh yeah, just photographing themselves taking up space, and then it's layered on top of a self-portrait I took when crossing the Bay Bridge. Lineage is about layers,
Hmm.
and the ways that the past is present. The
Yeah.
past is not past. It's 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 a part of the present, and yeah, in some ways memory is a living thing, and you have to
Yes. Yeah.
practice remembering, otherwise it will go away if you
Yeah.
don't practice bringing these lineages into your present reality, then they will be
Yeah.
forgotten. I think something the Inclusive Design Collective always reminds me of is the importance of yeah, citing your sources,
Yes. Oh my gosh. The fact that that's a major thing.
and
Of course you should say yes.
but in design it can be so easy or tempting to we have inspiration boards or things, but
Yeah.
how are we bringing those references, how are we crediting those references in the final thing? It can be so tempting, especially in visual design, where we
Hmm.
yeah,
We source so
we
many.
source a lot, but what's the practice of
Yeah.
citing the influences and
Yeah.
giving them credit, and
Yeah.
naming naming yeah, naming the creative labor that was done before you to make what you're making possible. His foundation was at KPOO, which is a community radio station, and I think something that's really cool about the Bay Area's commitment to sort of community radio is like they are like a mechanism for folks to like champion their own self-representation or like document stories that maybe are overlooked in
Mm,
mainstream news, or like in Keipu's instance, like playing music that otherwise wasn't being platformed on like mainstream radio stations, and and that being, yeah, another form of yeah, the like radical power of championing your own self-representation, or authoring your own stories or
mm-hmm.
community histories rather than like waiting for someone else to tell the story
Yeah.
about you.